Okay, we're on camera, and we're going to be talking with Bob Schneider. Bob Schneider is an electrical engineer, power conversion specialist, and we'll first have Bob talk a little bit about how he thinks we should be testing the components in the ignition system. So if you want to come over here and get on camera, and then you want to introduce yourself, your educational background?
So I've been in the power electronics industry for over 20 years. I've got a master's degree in electrical engineering from UW-Madison, as well as a second master's in mechanical engineering controls from UW-Madison. And
I'm going to ask a question here now. Normally automobile mechanics look at this, so why is it relevant that you are an electrical engineer? Would it be that GM perhaps have electrical engineers too when they put this together?
yes, certainly with electronic ignition, and there's high voltage, high dielectric issues that have to be dealt with in the ignition system.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the things that Peter has shown me here, we'd like to just run some tests. We've noticed a couple of irregularities in some of the spark plug wiring.
Okay, so basically we're coming close up here so we can see this, yes?
So there's some cracked insulation,
Okay.
which could possibly leak voltage.
And what would happen if it leaks voltage?
You would not get as good a spark, or it could, depending on if it leaked to ground, you could even miss getting spark at the plug.
Okay.
And then this one's been taped, and it has a metallic looking tape. We don't know if it's conductive. We'll look and see if it is. But if it is metallic, it's possible that it could provide some leakage path for ignition voltage away from the spark plug. So some of the tests we'll run are similar to what we do for dielectric testing on a electronic product. We can apply a very high voltage with a high potential generator to the ignition wire and see if it breaks down, or see what kind of spark we can generate if we can get a high enough voltage. And I don't claim to know what that is yet, but we're going to do some research and figure out what those values are.
And what would we do for the ignition coils to verify whether they were intact?
Yeah, and again, that's something new to me. We would certainly could find out if the coil itself is intact by measuring its.
And we can get the specifications from GM, I'm sure, and then we can verify the coils, correct?
Yeah, we'll certainly do that. Another thing we can do is do some comparative testing, because since there are 8 coils, we can at least see if there are differences between the coils.
Okay.
That's sometimes an easy test to do to find out if there's an outlier. So that's another test we can do.
So then, sorry, I'm interrupting. What we could do then is to put together a test plan for these components and identify them by cylinder.
Yes.
And I think that's all good for now. We're already into 3.5 minutes. It's going to be a long video.
Okay.
So thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
No problem.